Hello. These are 10 things I want you to hear. Number one, this is episode 2, by the way. Number one, stop forcing the Pereira vibe stare down with other fighters just because they are fighting Yuri. It is not the same. Thinking back to the Yuri Khalil fight, bro, like, I get it. Like, you're a promotion. You got to promote these fights, but, like, it's just, Ellie brought this up a couple times for, like, when we would do stupid jokes in the car, and this relates to this because she would say, don't do too much of a good thing, if that makes sense. Like, the vibe is not there when Yuri and Khalil were doing it, bro. Yuri's passing the vibe check, obviously. Yuri's valid like that. He's, like, all stoic looking at him. And then Khalil just looks uncomfortable. And it's just like, that's not stoic. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Let me, for example. Yuri's around by the octagon just like this. And then Khalil's like this. Like, when the rest says go, Yuri's maybe not even hands up. He might even just be like this. But then Khalil's like this. Bro, uncomfortable. And that stare down, I feel like if you're gonna do it, you gotta know they're gonna like be about it off rip. And Khalil was or whatever, but like, nah, not like Pereira. And those were the stare downs came originally. Cause who did they do that else on before? It was Yuri and Alex. Exactly. Let's not do too much of a good thing. Keep it maybe for a Pereira fight, or who could Yuri fight to where that would be valid? Besides Alex for a third time. I want to say Ank, but I don't even think Ank would do that. I think Ank would he'd look nervous too. Cause bro, you seen him on the walkout when he was fighting Alex, bro. And Yuri brings the storm. Yuri brings the storm. I don't know. It's just not. It's just not the same. But anyway, moving on. Number 2. Okay, this is a good one. I don't know if any of y'all really played this game, but I did a long time ago. I don't even play Overwatch, but I missed the 6v6 comp. 2 tanks was so much fun, more fast paced, and fun. All right. I haven't played Overwatch in a minute. I don't even know why I was thinking about this. I have not played it recently. I've been playing like BO7, skating like UFC, obviously. And bro, back when there was 2 tanks, tell me there was not so much more commotion like on OG Overwatch. Like it was 2, 2, and 2. So it was like 2 tanks, 2 DPS, 2 tanks, 2 DPS, and 2 healers or whatever. Basically, 2 tanks was so much more fun. Especially on like maps like Ilios or whatever, where you got Roadhog who can hook the motherfuckers in the circle in the middle of the point B or whatever area. If you're playing whatever fucking game it was, I forgot. It's been a minute. This is what I'm saying. I don't even know why I was thinking about it. And then imagine dealing with that Roadhog just for like a diva to send her ult or like who else? Just for I don't know. What should I say actually? Yeah, I don't know if I got too much meat and potatoes on this one. I'm sorry. But yeah, just 6v6 was so much better, more fast paced. I haven't played Overwatch in a minute, but if they brought back 6v6, I would definitely play it and force all the men in the Discord to download that or re-download that. Anyway, we're moving on. Number 3, this one's particular to me. Y'all might have gone through this, probably not, but who knows. Sam was so right about rib injuries. They take forever to heal. And in parentheses I thought I was built different for some reason, recovery-wise, but I am not. And, yeah. Yeah, I don't know why, first of all, this is kind of not off topic, but it's related, because after the fight, I get, a doctor comes up to you right after the fight if you have any obvious sustaining injuries. But, bro, my adrenaline was pumping. I didn't even feel my rib hurting. And so, I feel like they should do, a double check or, give you, an hour or something for your adrenaline to, pull down, then go check up on you. Because, bro, I didn't even feel my rib until I went to the back and when I was, chilling. And then I don't know, I didn't feel that. I could have went to go find the doctor again or whatever, but he's probably cage side working. You know what I'm saying? But, no, my rib didn't hurt when the doctor came to check on me, right after the fight. Yeah, but this shit still hurts, bro. Like every time I sit up from waking up like in the morning. What else? I mean, it feels significantly better now. I'm not here complaining. It just like is what it is or whatever. But I thought it'd take like 3-4 weeks, but nah, bro. This is like almost week 5, and I'm like still like hurting. Yeah, bro. When I'm taking a right turn in the whip to go to work, oh my god, bro. Or when someone else is driving, like, and they're like actually whipping it, sometimes because my rib hurts, I'm like taking right turns a little light. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the only other person I really drive with is like my girlfriend, and she only drives when there's like UFC on, so it's not like it's that big of an issue. Oh yeah, coughing twice in a row, bro. Or even sitting in this chair, like I'm at a weird angle to where if I cough once, oh, it hurts so bad. But I have to like lean forward or like stretch my back up to cough once, and it doesn't hurt. But then I cough a second time, bro. I'm like, or hiccups, bro. Because that's essentially the same thing. Not saying the thing is, it's not the same thing as coughing, but it's still just like, oh, so even faking it hurt. Let me chill out. Let's get off the rib injury, bro. Number 4. I'll go back to number 3 real quick. Shout out Sam. He's the OG. I got a new card, and my year was expired on my card. He said I only have to pay it until tomorrow when it was due, like probably like a week ago. Anyway, I haven't been to the gym, so I've been able to take care of that. Shout out Sam. He's a real one. What a G. Number 4. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Cause oh my god. Tell me why I was playing Black Ops 3 recently again, and I'm still banned from making emblems, for 4,486 days. How bad was I doing my emblems back in Black Ops 3, bro? To where I got banned. Cause I forgot, but I remember, if that makes sense. Like after I was reminded that it was at like I don't want to say 8,000, but like 6,000 or 7,000. It was crazy, and I was like, well, I'm fucked. Never doing that. Never making an emblem again. We've made significant progress. So I think by that time I'm like, I don't want to say 40. I could do the math real quick. Hold on. Yeah, in 12 years, I'll be able to make emblems again. And I bet I will be playing Black Ops 3 in 12 years, spilling all the knowledge to my kid about all these Easter eggs and bows and upgrades and whatnot, and helmets and such. But in 12 years, bro, I'll be 34, bro. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. But anyway, going back to it, how bad was I with my emblems to where I got banned for like half of my life? It's fucking insane. I hope it wasn't that bad. I honestly don't remember, but I can't even look at what my inventory was because I just click on it and it says banned for 4,000 some days. Anyway, moving on to the next one, number 5. The big 3 are taking over normal commentary for UFC Vancouver. I am watching the pay-per-view on mute and listening to the MMA guru, Lucas Tracy, bedtime MMA commentary. We don't get this shit every day. Shit ain't sweet. All right, so the fact that this is the first time happening, I might have to call off work, to be honest, or get cut or whatever. I'm a server, so you know how that shit works if you're a server. This could be like generationally like game-changing. Like, you already see the media with the UFC getting, like, pussy views, not even getting the mill every embedded, and just, like, these interviews. Go look at their YouTube, bro. It's not bumping. Not bumping. When are they going to realize us UFC fans are getting our UFC media from other outlets that are, essentially kind of taking their money? Yeah. Because they could be going to UFC or whatever since YouTube, but also at the same time, they are, like, putting on for the brand because that's what all their content stuff is about. Anyway, bro, this is so big. Not even just for the community, but for me. Bro, week in, week out, bro. I pay for MMA Guru's members only. I'm part of that. I talk to him every month, bro. With my free member chat, whatever. I be saying bullshit sometimes, yeah, whatever. But I'm a big fan of all 3 of these guys that get me in and out through my week, bro. Every month, I'm looking forward to the MMA Guru Mighty Show, the Mighty Guru Show. Every morning after the card, I'm just playing. Every morning that Sunday, I'm on YouTube, and I'm blessed to wake up for hours of content worth of UFC because that's all I really care. Not all I really care about. Obviously, I care about other stuff, but like I'm really obsessed with it. So the fact that I can spend most of my week just watching content on it especially between just these three, since Lucas is posting like hour-long videos, thank God. MMA Guru is posting long content, even, 20 to 40 to 50 minutes, depending on the subject, but he still has like a monthly cycle of like certain uploads that he does according to like cards and stuff. And not even say monthly, because he does do weekly uploads, sometimes daily, but obviously bro gets his days off or whatever. Bedtime's on that like 3 in the morning. Like he will drop that video at 3 or 4 in the morning, right after the card's over. Keep in mind he is in Australia, so it's probably like daytime or whatever. So it's more convenient for him. But still, that's just so big. And I'm kind of sad they're not doing it for pay-per-views, because obviously those are where like the cards are at, like the main card, not the main cards, but like the good fights with names and shit. But I'm glad they're doing it for Vancouver, because Vancouver needed it. It was Allen. No, now it's Allen and it's Allen and DeRitter, which is just actually almost Hernandez and DeRitter, which I bet if one of them would have had a crazy finish, they would have got the title shot over Imavov at 185. Anyway, moving on. That's big for them and me. I love that. I needed that. Thank you. Number 6. Grow some plants, bro. It's therapeutic. Flowers aren't just for girls. Okay? You really should just grow trees. Dude, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. And I don't know if this will make some of y'all mad or whatever. Let me fix this camera for while I say this. Growing trees is just like having babies, bro. Just like having children. Exactly the same thing. Exactly. Nah, they can't talk. Alright, it's not the same thing. But it's like almost as if it's practiced for it. You gotta nurture that tree, and I recommend growing from the seed, because it just feels like you're so much connected to it. Like you are that tree's god in a way, Anyway, bro, like right now I'll go outside. Matter of fact, I'm gonna unplug this bitch. But look, this is my lemon tree. This tall thing, yeah. This is my avocado tree, bro. Y'all need to tap in. It feels so good. Growing trees. This is when I say flowers aren't gay, bro. I got a hibiscus plant. Jamaica. This might be a little hard to show y'all, but I got hella peppers and shit too. Be for real. Be for real. Be for real. Happy Halloween. Anyway, not even concluding yet. Bro, I grew all of those herb seeds. I got the hibiscus seeds from work. Those pepper seeds, oh my God, are from work. We're in a Mexican restaurant, easy access, whatever. The avocado seed was from, obviously Walmart, bro. Bro, the craziest thing. I see all these videos saying you gotta start it in water, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Whatever. Everyone has their own way. I'm just gonna assume I got really lucky, because I did not do that. I did not start it in water. I started it in dirt. So say the pot's this big. There was like this much dirt in it, and I planted the seed, and it came out this purple looking green, not green, this purple asparagus looking thing started growing out the dirt. I was like, what is that, bro? So it starts growing or whatever. I'm like, oh yeah, it's avocado seed I put in there. That's insane that it's working, because I just hugged it in there to try to have fun or whatever. I don't know, because you know how seeds have to split for the root to come out or whatever. I don't know if like the way because obviously I grabbed my knife, put it in the avocado, split the seed out. I just don't know if it was the perfect cut to where it wasn't damaging enough, but it still wasn't like perfect without damaging the internal part where the root comes from. It like gave it that door opening, if that makes sense, to like let the root come out, whatever. So it was way easier. I don't know. I'm not a pro on this. I'm into botany, but I'm not like a fucking scientist, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know if I got lucky. Now I got an avocado tree. Bro, you know how sad I was when I found out I couldn't bring it to Mexico? Alright. Well, we're not even going to get into that. But bro, I care so much about these trees to where if someone came and stole them or hurt them or like just fucked it up, bro, I'm seeing red. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Grow it from seed, bro. You will feel connected to these trees just as much as I do, if not more. Because you could have a cooler tree. Who knows? I fuck with fruit trees, but I want to grow other trees that just look cool. But I don't even got the space or the soil right now. You know, the Georgia soil fucking sucks, bro. Shit's Play-Doh. You got nothing on Iowa soil. That rich, brown, dark, Bro, they've been growing beans and corn on it for years. Anyway, bro, yeah, flowers aren't just for girls. I don't really like flowers, but I like my hibiscus plant. And technically, Jamaica, hibiscus, whatever, Mexican American, whatever you are, it's a flower. I like it because of the juice it produces. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna grow I'm not gonna have no flower beds, none of that. That's kind of gay. But I will be having a crazy, crazy, crazy garden / maybe a greenhouse when I'm older if I got the bread. Anyway, I'm glad I got it as a hobby to see if I'd want to go to school for later in my life. Anyway, moving on. Number 7. This one's okay. I just want to talk about this one because I feel like if I just not put it out there, but it's just been on my mind a lot, I guess, and I feel like it would help me if I talked about it. You know what I mean? I've been trying not to feel guilty for recovering and relaxing all day, but I know if I go to the gym early and get injured, I'll be out way longer. Bro, I literally feel like I'm not going to be a world champion sitting here all day. Like, I got my bag right there. I can't even hit it because if I throw even a decent left hook or to the body or whatever, bro, it just like that all that energy just like, it feels like it's all just stationing right there after I fucking hit the bag, bro. And I know that we spar a little hard at the gym, so I know someone goes, whoosh, whoosh, to the body, it's over. Like, I'm dropping, my ribs breaking, like I need it, and I'll be out for like months, bro. So I really do feel guilty because I've just been fat laying down. Not even laying down. I literally just playing like Xbox, like taking Jake out, reading a little bit. Not even like crazy. I'm not, I love books. I wish I did, but I don't as much as I do like my girlfriend does. But yeah, I just haven't been doing shit for real, and I want to be mobile. I want to be active. I want to run. I want to work out. I want to go lift, bro. Like, I know I have potential and I want to do all this, but I can't because my rib is just, I can't even do shit. You know what I'm saying? Soon, probably next week or later this week, I'm going to try to like go on a run, whatnot, see if it hurts. Or if not, then I can at least run. I'll figure that out. I wanted to give my body some time because, bro, like when it first happened, like, bro, oh my fucking God, bro. The day of the fights was Canelo and Terrence Crawford and Diego Lopez versus Gene Silva. First of all, which blew the boxing fight out the water. Holy shit, Diego Lopez. Shout out Gene Silva. He ate that like a man. Still wanted to keep on going. That's true will. Anyway, getting back to the topic. It was on that day. So after the fights, not after the fight, after my fight, after the NFC kickboxing tournament that day. Later that day, we ended up at Ron's house. It was pretty fun, honestly. It was just like insane trying to like watch fights while also fighting in the same day, and I was trying not to pass out from just like, just being tired. But anyway, what I'm getting back to all this, where I'm coming from, where I'm going to, where I was going from the initial start, bro. I had this giant towel tied to my body with a giant ice pack from the gym. Shout out American Top Team Sandy Springs for getting me right. Day of fight, and Ron. But and I'm laying on Ron's couch like this. First of all, this hurts, so let me chill. But I'm like on my back watching these fights because that's the only thing that feels good. And every time I sit up, like that hurt a little bit. Bro, I deadass felt my shit go just moving. But obviously when I put my hand on it, I didn't feel it moving. So my rib's not moving, it's fine. But it was just so like, I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. It was just a lot. And that shit fucking sucked. I never felt that before in my life. And yeah, like going back to the point 3 or whatever it was, Sam was right, bro. Shout out Sam. He gave me the heads up. I thought it was different for some reason. But yeah, I feel like shit not even moving, bro. And it's only setting me back. But I know like I need this recovery time to get to 100% so I can go back on my training regimen. Like how I was before the fight. And bro, I want to fight one more time before the year's over, but it's probably going to be next year. Because of this fucking shit, bro. I haven't been in the gym. I haven't even seen Tubbs. I've seen him at the NFC fights. I've seen Tubbs, but I haven't even, talked to him for real. Need to go back to the gym, bro. This shit sucks. Number 8. I'm glad I can go back to Iowa and it feels like vacation. Yeah, bro. If you don't know, I'm from Iowa. Just a lovely small town called Spencer, Iowa. Not get too much into the details of that or whatever, but, bro, like growing up there, obviously I'm like sick of it. It's everything I ever known. I barely been to the city for real. It's straight like Iowa, rural, like only 10,000 people in that spot, bro. And then I moved to Atlanta, whatever, yada yada. I live my life. I haven't been to Iowa in a minute, bro. Every time I go back, I love it, bro. And like it's so peaceful. There's no city commotion. There's no light pollution because it's like out in the country, basically surrounded by like hundreds and thousands of millions of kajillions of bazillion miles of like corn and beans and open crops and like cattle and shit. Bro, the stars in Iowa, bro, I miss looking up and clearly seeing like Orion's belt or like one of the dippers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And another thing too is like, I think I might have mentioned it, but it's so peaceful. Like there's no noise. And I'm not saying it's like noisy as fuck in Atlanta or whatever, or where I stay, but like I can kind of hear the interstate, or like, and if you know there's construction, I can hear the construction. Yeah, I just didn't. I took it for granted while I was there, and yeah, so what else? What do they have in parentheses here? The amount of peace there, yeah. No city commotion, true. Like, bro, the fastest you can go in town is like 35 miles an hour. Or on Grand, which is basically like the one street all the way through, you go like 20, 25, maybe. You go 30, you're getting sauced by SPD. Anyway, the beautiful scenery that I used to take for granted, bro. The hikes in Iowa, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. The hikes in Georgia be better because it's like Iowa buff, like buffed Iowa, if that makes sense. Just like it looks the same, but everything's bigger. Like there's bigger hills, bigger trees, bigger rivers, bigger everything when you go outside. Yeah, but I used to take it for granted, bro, and it's just like so beautiful. Like just like the plains is just like so underrated, peaceful, and yeah. Anyway, let me stop repeating the same shit. The next one, number 9. Ooh, this one's a story time. Never done one of these, even though I probably said a little story somehow about some. Chicago story time. The intro. I was only going to Chicago to see Cemetery and the Haunted Mound for the first time, and with my friends Che and Jen, who they're not friends anymore, and I'll get into that because it's part of the story, whatever, bro. Anyway, yeah, I was going to see Cemetery, the Haunted Mound, or whatever, at Chicago, bro, and it was like chill or whatever. But Che and Jen weren't like into it like I was into it. They were just there for my moral support. Plus, I was like moving to South Carolina. And so I was driving up to Chicago for this, for like a reason to go east or whatever. Even though it is a little northeast compared to, you know, the southeast where I needed to go. So not that crazy because I'm going from Iowa. Think about it or whatever. Think about it. It was chill. I saw Cemetery with my friends. And then the vibes were chill. We all stayed in a hotel. We were smoking weed. Jen went to the dispensary, bought, you know, carts. Even though they're like this fucking big in Chicago, which is a scam and they're so expensive. Fuck that. All right, we'll just get straight to the point, bro. Everything was chill, and then I don't even know. Jen felt some sort of way about buying Che's plane ticket as Che was spending money in Chicago, even though he owed her the money for the plane ticket back, which is like fair because it's like, yo, all this bread, how you're not going to pay me back? But also it's like, bro, we're on this trip. Let me have money for this trip. Respect that. Let us all have a good time instead of me having to be a financial burden on you while we're here. You know what I'm saying? So I really side with, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? This is like a couple years ago. It's like, no, the situation doesn't even really matter for real anymore. Yeah, they were slowly beefing and like it was just like slowly getting more like tense and it was just like bad. And like for some reason, Jen wanted to hang out with this guy that she hadn't seen in a long time. So she wanted us to leave the hotel room and whatnot. It was just like this whole thing, and it was kind of like, I don't know. It was a little sus or whatever. And she kind of like got into arguments with Che, and she started like having breakdowns and stuff, and just like laid in bed. But she really wanted to go see this guy. So what happened? No. She just started getting this attitude, started calling her family and shit. And so her mom was like, okay, I'm gonna buy you a massage, just relax, you're on vacation, blah blah blah. She went to go do that. She literally kicked us out of the hotel room, bro. And, like, think about this. Like, this was, like, the trip was for all of us to hang out because I was moving away. And she still, I mean, she was, like, apologetic to me or whatever, but she knew that, like, I don't know, I was going to go with Che or whatever. This happens, like, kind of, like, on the last day of everything. Or maybe the day before or whatnot. No, it was the last day because I had dropped Che off at the airport. Yeah, keeping up. All right, so let me finish this part. I dropped Che off at the airport, and we had said our goodbyes or whatever, because, you know, I'm moving across country, and it was, like, this whole thing, and, you know, it was part of the trip, bro. Keep in mind, Jen bought Che's plane ticket, and they still had the same flight ticket back, and the seats were right next to each other, but she had changed her plane seat before, so she wouldn't sit next to Che, obviously smart or whatever. But then, like, as they're like, as I say, land in Fort Dodge, Iowa or whatever, and they're walking out, and Chen's like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "We're going back to town." She's like, "I'm not giving you a ride." Bro, she dead ass leaves him there. And I get Che was, agging around, so everyone's entitled to their own feelings or whatever, and I'm not trying to take that away from her, yada yada. That's just some fuck shit. The fact that it ended like that. We'll just move on from that. Well, we will just move on from that. Number 10, the last one this week. Not even this week, this episode. Let me just give a praise to this as well, because it's another form of media I consume. I'm a consumer. I'm Gen Z, I think. I am thankful for Kill Tony so I can watch it to get through Tuesday morning. But it's hard not to click on it to watch it Monday night because it is so good. Bro, I love Kill Tony, bro. I would never go on. I'm not funny. I'm not a comedian. I would piss my pants on stage probably. On Monday, seeing it live or whatever, premiere at 9 p.m. Eastern time. I just see who was it this week? It was, I don't even remember, bro. I literally watched it yesterday morning. Anyway, it was such a good episode too, bro. This Guatemalan dude, he bro. Shout out my Guatemalans. I'll get into that in another episode. I'll make that a reason for the next episode. I hope I don't forget that thumbnail, and just trying my hardest not to click it, bro. Bro, back when it was when Shane Gillis was Trump and Adam Ray was fucking Biden. I don't like watching it on Monday, so I can use it for Tuesday morning. That's just how my brain works, how my week goes, bro. I folded. I was trying not to click it, but it's just it's so good. Even private thumbnail, it's gonna be fire, bro. Just week in, week out, I would like to watch it on Tuesday mornings. It's just the way I am. I don't know. I can't explain it. Just my brain. I just need shit to get me through mornings and stuff, especially when I'm not at the gym and I'm not training and I can't work out. I'm going crazy. Why do you think I started these videos? I'm thankful for Kill Tony. It's a really good show. I'm trying to everyone should watch it. I don't know why people are so sensitive or just bro, let's bring America back, bro. Let's just say that. Let's bring America back. I'm not even political at all. I'm not educated. So if you somehow feel some way about that, I don't care, genuinely. But yeah, let's bring the old America back where we can say whatever the fuck we want because we got free speech. Anyway, I'm gonna end it off there. I'm not gonna go into it. I'm not political. I don't give a shit. You guys have a very good night and take care. Thank you for watching my video and staying till the end. Have a good night.